This is where children are being sold. Literally.
We had found out that there was a massive trafficking cartel in Nigeria, which tracked one of its spots to the orphanage behind us right now. NAPTEP had apparently sealed an orphanage called the Divine Hope Orphanage in Abuja, where some of the children kidnapped from Benue State were found. There was no sign saying sealed in front of the orphanage.
Federal Capital Territory Administration has sealed an orphanage in Kagini, Buari Area Council, following allegations of illegal child movement and adoption. The action followed a joint rescue operation aimed at protecting vulnerable children. The Divine Hope Orphanage and Less Privileged Home was shut down after preliminary investigations by the Child Development Department of the FCT Women Affairs Secretariat revealed suspected irregularities in the care, movement, and adoption of children. Authorities say the proprietress, Mrs. Grace Ebele-Chibuzo, allegedly absconded with unspecified number of children to an unknown location without official approval.
This home is under investigation. We have invited her severally. She refused to turn up.
The neighbors acted suspicious, not wanting to give any answers or seemingly being unaware of the fact that the orphanage was closed sometime this year. It all started in Benue State. A man reported that his 4-year-old son had been given away to an NGO for a back-to-school program by his mother-in-law. The 300 other children had disappeared exactly the same way. These children, ages 1 to 13, were brought to orphanages in Abuja and Nasarawa. Some were sold within the states or in Lagos and Enugu for 1 to 3 million naira. This orphanage is only one dot connecting the massive child trafficking cartel in Nigeria. Mastermind is the founder of the National Council of Child Rights Advocates in Nigeria. 26 out of the children taken from Benue State were found in his home, and he was arrested after that. One of his accomplices works alongside the owner of this orphanage.
Lots of programs going on. I'm from the NGO wall. We have the network of the Council of Child-Focused Organization. We have the program that is going on known as Back to School for Vulnerable Children. And we believe that most children who are very vulnerable, when we get to them, we ensure that they go back to school.
The NCCRAN was started in 2001 and has been running for almost 2 decades. It is an NGO network that is recognized by the UN and UNICEF. How does a tragedy of this scale happen in plain sight? It's because the federal government has left a gap that traffickers have been able to fit themselves into and to offer people exactly what the state doesn't provide: quality education. In 2025, out of the 2,058 people who were saved from trafficking in Nigeria, 1,070 of them were children. It is a security failure that 65% of human trafficking happens with victims ending up within this same country, and the government cannot track them because we don't exist officially. We haven't had a national census since 2006, and half of the children under 5 in Nigeria are unregistered at birth. If the Nigerian government could protect us from bandits, invest at least 15% of the national budget into education, and get the 18.3 million out of school children inside school, none of this would have happened. None of these families would have been so desperate enough to be taken advantage of. Because we lack a centralized database, children's identities can now be erased at any point in their lives, and birth certificates can be forged with their names changed. That's exactly why the rest of these children haven't been found yet. Benue State is only one of the states. This is what happens when a government fails its citizens. Not only the adults, but also the children of the society, our supposed leaders of tomorrow, are targeted and used for people's selfish hustle.